Hello and welcome. My name's Ari Page. I'm the CEO of Fund&Grow, and today we're joined by Eddie, who's one of our clients, and he's also a longtime real estate investor. He's been investing for over 6 years in real estate. He's flipped over 35 houses, and he's one of those investors that's traditionally used cash for his investments. And in about the last year, he started to use the Fund&Grow program to use business credit to help flip more homes. So we're in studio today with Eddie. He's going to tell us a little bit about how he's been using business credit, and then we're going to go and we're going to tour his latest flip. So Eddie, welcome.
Thanks for inviting me on, man.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. So tell us just a little bit about how business credit has enhanced your business.
It's been the greatest thing that's ever happened to me investment-wise, because as the housing market has changed, houses are almost double what they used to be. So my cash is limited, and I find myself getting cheaper materials because I'm running out of cash. Ever since I've had business credit funding, I don't worry about that, you know, and I have opportunities for other investments to come my way. I don't have to pass up on them because I'm short on funds. It's been the best thing that's ever happened for me to scale my business.
That's huge, man. So we're gonna go ahead and tour Eddie's flip, and we'll see you guys there. And here we are at Eddie's flip. So let's take a few minutes to go through the whole house. And because I know that in the beginning, and we're going to be showing you guys some of the footage of the way the house looked, but in the beginning, all of this did not look like this at all. So just give us a little overview.
It was horrible. It was really trashed. There was some bugs. There was a lot of dirt. I had to fix a lot of patches in the walls. We had to scrape the ceilings. We had to paint, tear off all the baseboards. Luckily, I was able to save the tile, which saved me a lot of money. I redid all the kitchen over here. Everything brand new. I ripped everything out. All new appliances. I actually bought these from my friend Joe over at Cabinet Warehouse. I used my business credit cards. It was so convenient because usually I pay all cash. He gave me a great deal.
So Eddie, this whole room from the top to the bottom looks completely brand new. Tell us just a little bit about what you did in here, you know, besides the windows.
Well, we did new baseboards. I patched a bunch of holes, new paint. We sprayed the ceilings obviously first. I did new fire alarms, new fan, new carpeting, all new sockets and plates, so all the electrical's updated. In this bathroom here, we have a brand new vanity, all new plumbing. What's funny is every time I flip a house, I take some of the stuff out of my old house and renovate my house, which I also use business credit funding for. And this is from my old bathroom in my house, so I just threw it in there because it matched the theme. New baseboard, new flooring, obviously new ceiling. This actually was a really, really dirty, outdated tiled shower, so we ripped everything out, redid the pan, you know, new fixtures, sort of a new closet, new, you know, baseboards everywhere, and new flooring. And it just kind of came together.
Did you use the business credit for all of the different supplies? Is that something that you just, like when you're at Home Depot, it's just you're using the business credit card or using cash?
Oh, I've spent $7,000 or $8,000, and I've had 4 carts lined up behind me at Home Depot. I kind of felt like the man when I was there. But yes, all these and any materials that I ordered for all the bathrooms, the kitchens, everything, I use business credit.
And pretty much all the vendors, like if you were to bring a cabinet vendor in, they're going to accept credit card.
Oh yeah.
Like if you, the granite vendor, you got it from Joe, they're going to accept credit cards.
Yes.
So was there anything that you had to purchase that you could not use the business credit cards for, that you had to use cash?
Mostly the labor. Like I put a brand new roof on and the guys, they don't accept credit cards.
So talking about purchasing a roof with cash versus business credit, or purchasing rehab material through a vendor that, for example, does not accept credit card. Now, how do you do that? Well, Fund&Grow clients have access to third-party services that allow you to purchase things such as a roof for your rehab or your next fix and flip, or even inventory for an e-commerce business. Basically anything that you want to buy for your company, even if the vendor doesn't accept credit card. When you first bought the house, how much was it? And what did you see your potential profits as being?
Well, when I first bought the house, I actually didn't even come inside the house. I just drove by it. I did my estimation based upon the zip code and the square footage, which at the price I got it, which was $230 at the time, $230,000, I knew I couldn't lose in that market at that time.
And then what is your estimated after repair value?
I estimated it based upon my knowledge at about 360 to 370. However, during the 60 days it took me to renovate the house, the market has changed, prices came down. Yeah. So I did get a full asking contract at $350,000, which I'm very grateful.
So when you first put your eyes on this property, how long did it take from purchasing, renovating, to now having it under contract?
The minute I got the key, opened the door, started calling people and getting people to come over and attack this place, it was about 60 days, give or take a few days. Because of the way the market is now, I had it priced pretty high. There was a lot of people getting scared to buy, so it took about a month and a half, 2 months to get a contract. And I was blessed to get a full asking contract. And I think it's very generous. And I think that most people that would have flipped a house like this wouldn't have gotten full asking price at this time.
So to help our viewers understand a bit, Eddie, can you explain how you break down the renovation cost, like how you came up with what the profit would be, the cost?
Yeah, well, I usually, like I said before, I start with the zip code, the area, the comps in the area. If I buy this house for $230,000 and it could sell for possibly $360,000, $370,000, I got $100 and something thousand to play with. I usually walk through the kitchen. Kitchens and bathrooms are the most important thing in a house. Obviously the floor matters, but the floor can always be replaced. People are attracted by kitchens and bathrooms, so I estimate that first. And then I walk around and I say, okay, do the sockets need to be changed, because you don't want ugly sockets? Does the ceiling need to be scraped? And I try to find the cheapest people to do it, the cheapest materials. One example is I got level 4 granite to save some money, because I knew that there was going to be some surprises coming up during this project. And I give myself usually like a $5,000 allowance, like a variable, just because things always go wrong. Some of my houses, I'll knock down a wall and make a whole nother room within the current square footage to make an extra 20 or 30 grand. But then when I knock down the wall, now there's all these other wires, and like I got to get an electrician, that's another 2 grand. And you just got to leave yourself with a little bit of an allowance.
So Eddie, you mentioned that you have flipped 35 houses since you started doing real estate. How would you rank this house in terms of the ease, how easy it was, and the profit margin of this house?
So that's a good question, Ari. This house had challenges that I'd never come up against before. It wasn't the hardest one. It went pretty quick. Usually I give myself about 45 to 60 days. But this one was my second most profitable. My last one I made $105,000 profit after clearing everything, and this one I made 80. So I'm very appreciative. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And you wait until you've sold everything, and then you take anything that you might owe on the business credit and pay it off?
Yes, yes. And then I try to get started again, finding my next investment if I haven't bought it with my own cash while I've been fixing this one up, you know?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you did a great job on this one.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks, brother.